Hey guys, all the participants was Kupang 2024 English Speech Competition. I am Hari Alexander Riwikaho, the President Director of Bank Entity, wishing all the participants of the 2024 Post Kupang English Speech Competition a happy competition. Uphold the value of sportsmanship and show the best version of yourself in this competition. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Reni and I would like to wish you all the best for your English speech competition hosted by Post Kupang. I know you are very fantastic participants and you will make it to the end. Wish you all the best and hello from Sydney, Australia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, salve, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, salam sehat untuk kita semua. Saya Reginaldus Serang, Kepala Kantor Wilayah Kementerian Agama Provinsi Nusa Tenggara Timur. Dengan ini mengapresiasi kegiatan lomba English Speech tingkat SMA dan SMK se-Provinsi Nusa Tenggara Timur yang diinisiasi oleh Harian Post Kupang. Kegiatan ini akan dilaksanakan pada tanggal 29 sampai dengan 31 Januari 2024. Menurut kami, kegiatan ini penting karena telah mengambil tema yang sangat aktual terkait dengan pemilu damai dan demokratis, pemilu bebas hoaks, dan pemilih pemula. Saya tentu atas nama keluarga besar Kantor Wilayah Kementerian Agama Provinsi Nusa Tenggara Timur yang melaksanakan tugas pembangunan di bidang pelayanan pendidikan agama dan keagamaan, dengan ini mendukung penuh kegiatan kontes English Speech ini. Akhirnya kami ucapkan selamat berkompetisi, semoga sukses, Post Kupang selalu jaya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, salve, Om Santi, Santi, Santi Om, Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan, salam sejahtera, salam sehat untuk kita semua. Terima kasih.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you again, and a great pleasure for me to welcome you guys on Post Kupang English Speech Competition 2024. And I would like to stop for a while to say thank you for all the participants for joining this competition, and thank you so much for the teacher to allow students to join the competition. And my name is Anitoda, and I'm your host today, especially in the second session today. All the participants and teachers, I'm going to introduce you to our judges today in second session. The first place is Mr. Alexius Madar. He is a lecturer in Widya Mandira Catholic University, Kupang, and Mr. Tyson as our native speaker. Okay, guys, as usual, we always have rules that you have to follow during the competition, and here they are. Okay guys, we are going to start our competition, and we are going to start from Gifani Misala Wiatmi Saduk, and for all the participants except Gifani, please wait in a waiting room. Mr. Alex and Mr. Tyson, are you ready for the second session?
Yes.
Thank you so much. We are going to start from Gifani Meisela Wiatmi Saduk from SMIN 1 Kupang. Hello, Gifani?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, are you ready for the speech?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Gifani Misala Wiatmi Saduk from SMIN 1 Kupang, time is yours.
Sorry, before I'd like to start, just a bit of check. Am I audible and visible enough?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that most of us here are eligible to be a part of this year's elections, right? Well, now would you guys like to tell me a little bit about which one are you gonna vote for? Number 1, 2, or 3? Well, just keep it for yourself. Not gonna ask you to expose yourself too much in here. I'd like to make you guys keep it private. Don't worry, not gonna ask you too much about it. Well, and because of that, this 14th of February 2024 is kind of more special than usual, aka Valentine's Day, right? So it's not gonna be the day where you got chocolate or roses from your loved ones, simply your significant others. Well, it's going to be something more than that. It's going to be more exciting because we have this election for this year. Well, I am personally very excited for this event because this is going to be my first time ever really participating to vote for this election era. And therefore, I'd like to call myself such as a newbie voter, a beginner voter, or let's just make it simple as a young voter. Well, speaking of young voter, I'd like to ask, and I'd like to kind of emphasize on the fact whether we have been aware enough with the fact that among all of the voters in 2024, there will be around 6 out of 10 that are coming from the young people side. Well, isn't it shows such a massive number that there is a significant role need to be taken by the young people side in order to coming with this great event. Well, judges and audience, here then we are coming to a huge question mark whether this privilege of having kind of around 56% out of the total voters coming from the young people side would become such a stepping stone, would be a life changer, or even the other way around, a disaster. Well, therefore, I'd like to highlight several things that could become the reasons that teenagers mostly choose to be abstention regarding this issue, which is prefer to not care and being ignorant of the situation. And we often assume like politics is just a dog thing and young people know nothing about this. Therefore, we have kind of lack of confidence that our favorite candidates that we would like to vote for them, we would be questions because of that from so many adults, and we are too afraid for being judged. And usually we thought like, oh, my one voice will not make any difference, or nobody count on my voice. Then we kind of brought ourselves into a position whether we kind of feel like there's no point of voting in this case. Therefore, why should we vote? Judges and audience, not gonna exaggerating and even make it like too dramatic and so it's too easy for everyone and just like, guys, come on, let's vote and change the country as a whole. But here, I would like to elaborate myself even more on how crucial it is to take part in the election. Well, guys, there's no other way to be better than to be engaged more with the government, right? And if we choose the one that we might feel like competent, then we can work together. We can share them our brilliant thoughts as a young people to work more in several sectors regarding our country, like education, health, economy. It's all up to you, whatever you like, right? And it's kind of like, it's part of our rights, everyone. Like every vote matters, and we should be never giving up on that. Judges and audience, at the end of the day, if you feel like those who are becoming our government are those that are not competent, well, then do not blame those who vote for them. But truly ask ourselves, have we taken a good care, have we taken a good responsibility regarding our voice and our vote? I am Gifani Saduk. Let us determine our country's future by our voice, our vote. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Gifani Mesilawiyatmi Saduk. Very impressive. You did a great job. Thank you. And Mr. Tyson.
Yes.
Mr. Alex or Mr. Tyson? Your turn now.
Well, that was the best English I've heard thus far, so that's the highest score, frankly. That's all I have to say about that. So,
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
that was very good.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Alex, it's your turn now. Okay, Mr. Alex, are you with us? Okay, we have an information for the committee that Mr. Alex has a problem with internet connection. So, Gifani, thank you so much. Say hi to your teachers and your friends there.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Okay, judges, Mr. Tyson and Mr. Alexius Madar, we move to number 22. We move to number 22.
Okay.
And the second session, Fiona Monica Mau from SMK Negeri 1 Kupang. Fiona, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Fiona. Do you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, Fiona. I can see you, but you do you hear me?
Hello. You can see me. Can you see me and hear my voice?
Okay, I cannot hear your voice clearly.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay, Fiona, I can hear you. Do you, I'm sorry, are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Fiona Monica Mau, time is yours.
Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Nama Budaya, Salve, Salam Kebajikan, and Salam Sejahtera for all of us. Young voters. Nowadays, almost all young people starting to dare to express their opinion, right? And I believe that this election in this year is more increasingly enthusiastic to choose their life. Besides, They're also active, like something challenges, think personally, and yeah, they're active on social media. So you can follow up every information, including about voices. I have an interesting reason why I choose and I want to discuss about young voters. First, young voters is the voices of future. That means they have a big contribution to determine the future of our country. Second, they become agent of change. And the third, you and I will be the ones of them. Do you know there are some cases that happen to young voters? Let me tell you one of them. In the 2019 election, General Election Commission or KPU found that so many young voters did not have the electronic identity card or EKTP. And the National Human Rights Commission or Komnas HAM found that in 3 provinces in Indonesia, West Kalimantan, Central Java, and West Java, there are potential for young voters without EKTP. And the number reached up to 1 million voters. In this year, in West Tenggara province, KPU recorded there are 76,000 young voters who are really cannot participate in elections because they don't have a card. And Indonesian Election Supervisory Agency, or Bawaslu State, they have potential for not being included in final voter list for the 2024. However, the government has taken steps for solving this problem. For example, students from senior and vocational high school record and make EKTP for 17-year-old students for free, including with my school, SMKN Satu Kupang. General Election 2024 is coming soon. Are you ready to vote? Based on statistic data released by KPU, 2024 election voters is dominated by Generation Z. Generation Z is generation where are born between 1997 to 2012. And in basic episode either state, there are 46 million people or 22.85% voters in Generation Z. Most of them will have less knowledge and less experience in politics, so they easily get trust and influenced by others. The everyday decision they have often changed by information they receive. Of course, this will bring big impact for the result of elections. They can make wrong choice because other people or influenced by folks. So I have some ways to overcome this case. First, searching and digging up information about the potential leader, start from the ground, the goal. Second, having information about election development by watching the debate between candidates or presentation about vision, mission, work program, or you can also participate in social sessions to add the race and opinion to make your own choice. And the last is avoid money politics. Bawaslu stated there are several groups of people from certain parties who do the money politics to get a lot of voters, and the target is young voters. So young voters, you must be self-aware and be honestly when you choose. In the end of our speech, I just want to say for young voters, be sure to watch elections, be sure to watch the news and look at the past elections. Make your own decision and don't get catch up from other opinions. Live your own choice because your voice will determine the future of our country. I am Fiona Kamau from SMKN Satu Kupang. Thank you for attention and God bless us. Thank you.
Great job, Fiona Monica Mau from SMK Negeri 1 Kupang. And Mr. Alex. Hello, Mr. Alex. Hello, Mr. Alex, are you with us? Okay, we move to Mr. Tyson. Mr. Tyson, do you have any comments to Fiona?
Yeah, that was also extremely good. It's kind of hard to decide. So yeah, it's both exceptional English. It seems like this group is maybe better. I'm not sure, but yeah, very good.
Thank you, Mr. Tyson. Mr. Alex Madar, are you with us, Mr. Alex? Okay, maybe Mr. Alex still has.
I guess.
Oh, Mr. Alex, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Alex. Mr.
Hello?
Alex, do you have any comments
Hello,
or
Bina.
questions? Number 22,
Hello?
Fiona Monica Mau. Hello, Mr. Alex. I can hear you clearly. Do you hear me, Mr. Alex?
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, now you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you very clearly, Mr. Alex.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't have a question for Fiona now. Maybe we let the next participant.
Okay, Mr. Alex, thank you so much. Fiona Monica Mau.
Okay.
Thank you. Say hi to your teachers and friends there.
This connection is too poor.
Thank you very much.
Okay, judges, we
Yeah.
move to number 24. We move to number 24. Desti Mariana Boymau from SMKS Reformasi Plus Kupang. Hello, Desti. Hello, Desti.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Desti. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Desti. Are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Desti Mariana Boymau. Time is yours.
May peace be upon us all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greetings of virtue. Honorable to all of the judges and to all of the committees, honorable to my principal and my teachers, and my beloved friends who were present here. First of all, let us express to our gratitude towards God Almighty, who's blessing us so that we all can be here in good condition and health. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Desti Mariana Boymau. On this occasion, I would like to deliver a short speech about young voters. Ladies and gentlemen, as a young voters, that means taking part in voting for the first time. Young voters or millennial voters are voters whose age range is between 70 to 37 years. A number of surveys show that the millennial generation and Generation Z are predicted to be the group of voters with the largest proportion in the 2024 elections. However, young voters' knowledge about elections is still very minimal. The political experience they rely on when making choices to be unstable or easily changed according to information or preferences that circle him. Young voters can easily be influenced by certain interests, especially those closest to them, such as parents, relatives, and friends. Apart from that, the mass media also influence the choices of young voters. The behavior of novice voters who tend not to care about the world of politics causes a low awareness in politics, which has an impact and participation in elections. I feel that is very unfortunate, even though novice voters have great enthusiasm in the upcoming elections. This could backfire in the beginning of the destruction of the nation and state in the determining and electing leaders who can lead the country well and responsibly. This is due to the lack of knowledge owned by young voters. Therefore, I, who are many young voters, hope that the government can carry out its duties in assisting young voters in making their choice in the next elections. I hope that with the socialization before the election, it's hoped that new voters can play an active role in exercising their voting rights correctly, honestly, and fairly. I also invite you who are young voters to jointly use our voting rights in electing quality and responsible leaders in this country that we love. Because without realizing it, we novice voters have power and have a big influence on future election participation. Let us together build an Indonesia that will always be victorious, and also let us ask for prayers in the presence of God Almighty so that the voting activities for the general elections of President and Vice President and the entire election process in 2024 can bring goodness to the nation and state in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, before I close my speech, I quote a sentence from our first President Sukarno, which reads, "1,000 parents can only dream, one yacht can change the world." This statement from the proclaimer of Indonesian independence is a reminder and encouragement that this nation and country can progress because of the concern of its youth. That's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. May peace be upon us all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Nama Budaya, greetings of virtue.
Desti?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what is the date of our election next this year? Hello?
Sorry, repeat please.
Yeah. When are we going to have our general election?
14 February 2000.
Okay, thank you, Desti.
Thank you.
Okay, I think your time is finished.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Desti Mariana Boymau from SMKS Reformasi Plus Kupang. And judges, we move to number 25. Ruth Valerima by Veto from SMA Swasta Kristen 1 Soe, Timur Tengah Selatan. Hello, Ruth. Ruth Valerima by Veto.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I'm hear you.
Okay, I can see you and I also can hear you. Are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Ruth Valerima by Veto. Time is yours.
Salam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya. Salve. Salam kebajikan. The Honorable Governor of East Nusa Tenggara Province, the Honorable Head of Education and Culture Service East Nusa Tenggara Province, the educators, competition organizing committees, and all value participants in English speech competition this year's 2024. In short, all of the audience. First of all, we should give thanks to God Almighty, because with His protection, we all have been given grace and wisdom, so we can participate this competition without any trouble and obstacle. My name is Ruth Valerie Mabay Feto, and I'm speaking as delegate of Christian One High School, SOE. Before beginning my speech, I would like to thank all of the audience, especially for the committees, for giving me the opportunity to speak. On this grateful occasion, I would like to talking about peace and democratic election in Indonesia. Once again, peace and democratic election in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 is often referred to as political year, where we as Indonesia people who are 17 years old and have a national identity card have the right to participate in election this year's on February 2024. For this, the General Election Commission, or let us say KPU, is holding the 2024 Peaceful Election Declaration with the aim of conveying the message that all participation of election and also Indonesia public must always realize peaceful election during the campaign period 2024 simultaneously election, so as to avoid conflict and polarization in society. So as society, if we already know this message, we must support it. So election this year in our country can be held well peaceful. Ladies and gentlemen, peaceful election are a process of selecting society's representative and also state leaders of this nation who are free from the vortex of bringing down, hurting, and ridiculing each other because of differences in choices. This is a test of all elements of this nation regarding how far democratic values, such as resolving disputes peaceful and voluntarily, changing rules in an orderly, peaceful manner, upholding justice, and recognizing diversity, where all of this has become part of the identity of Indonesia nation. Therefore, election required great work, hard work, and cooperation that's come from participation of all elements of the nation, and of course, from each individual, or starting from ourselves, to ensure the peace election. One way we have to do this is to overcome the spread of false information on social media, which result in hatred between members of the public and even between candidates. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the end of my speech today, as the novice voter, I would like to invite all of the audience, the older, the youngest, and also the novice voter. Let's proclaim peaceful of general election, because if the election will peace, our country will peace, our province will peace, and also our agency will peace, especially ourselves will peace. Ladies and gentlemen, no one can make this election peace except ourselves. So this year, on February 2024, we will enter to the election. Hopefully for everybody, choose your best candidate with peaceful. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I want to say our country will save if the general election will peace. That's all from me, and thank you for your attention. Salam. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Salve. Salam kebajikan.
Yeah, hello, Ruth. Yeah, it was very nice speech. Thank you very much. So, are you going to join the election? Are you going to use your right to vote?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alex. And thank you, Ruth Valerima Baiveto from SMA Swasta Kristen 1 Soe, Timur Tengah Selatan.
Yes,
You did a
madam.
great
And
job.
not have any question?
Only one question, Ruth, from Mr.
Yes.
Alex. And you already answered that.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Judges, we move to number 26. Number 26, Putri Angelina Yasinta Jaya from SMA Negeri 1 Pacar, Manggarai Barat.
Putri Angelina Yasinta Jaya.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Putri Angelina Yasinta Jaya, are you ready for the speech?
Yes, of course.
Okay, Putri Angelina, time is yours.
Thank you. Good morning to all of us. The Honorable Head of the NTT Education Department, the Honorable Principal Stroke out NTT, the judges their respect, and the audience their love. Praise and gratitude to God Almighty because for His inclusion and blessing in us. Everyone can participation in today's English speech competition. With me, Putri Angelina Yasinta Jaya, student from SMA Negeri 1 Pacar, West Manggarai District. It's great to be given the opportunity and trust to be able to give a speech in front of all of you. So, the topic of my speech today is young voters. Ladies and gentlemen, the participation of young voters in the success of the 2024 general election cannot be underestimated. Changes. So, obtained from www.cnnindonesia.com, it is estimated that the number of young voters from the age 70 to 30 years old is more than 63 million votes, or equivalent to 31.23%. Imagine that is 63 million votes were wasted. Does the Indonesian state still deserves to be called a democracy if not all people participate in democracy itself? Ladies and gentlemen, the behavior of young voters who often do not care about politics causes a lack of awareness and participation in the success of the 2024 general election. Various reasons they make as a barrier to participate in the general election. For example, I don't like politics. No, election don't ask you to be a party member or attend many important meetings. Precisely because we don't want to concern ourselves to this thing, election allow us to leave those things to someone else. We just need to determine who is the person who deserves the position. The other reason, maybe they think that I don't know each candidate. This is the most ridiculous reason, I think. All information about candidate we can get from internet easily. So I think there's no reason not to vote, right? For young voters, we need to recognize the importance of the political education so that we can determine which leader is appropriate. Expect the government to provide political education in the school for young people in easy to understand methods. Ladies and gentlemen, let us convince each other to stand in the 2024 election. Make your own choice to not be influenced by other choices. Remember that the outcome of democracy determines our future. So, think before voting because 5 years is not a short time. That's all from me. Hopefully, it can be useful for all of you. Thank you, and we are ready at polling station. Okay, I think that's all my speech today.
Okay, thank you, Putri. It was very nice speech.
Thank
So,
you.
are you voting this year?
Yes.
Are you voting? Are you going to use your right to vote this year?
Yes, of course. I'm 70 years old now.
Are you 17 or 18?
17, but it's in February I will go in 18.
Okay, so you are going to vote also.
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you, Putri.
Thank
That's
you.
all the question from me.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Alex, and thank you, Putri Angelina Yasinta Jaya from SMA Negeri 1 Pacar, Manggarai Barat. Judges, we move to number 27. Aryo Kenas Ibrahim from SMA Katolik Andaluri, Sumba Timur. Hello, Aryo Kenas. Aryo Kenas Ibrahim, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, Aryo.
Yeah.
Do you hear me clearly, Aryo?
Yes, I hear you clearly, miss.
Okay, Aryo Kenas Ibrahim, are you ready for a speech?
Yes, but can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear your voice very clearly.
Clearly or not?
Very clearly.
Okay.
Okay, Aryo Kenas Ibrahim from SMA Katolik Andaluri, time is yours.
Good afternoon, greetings to all of us. I want to thank God Almighty for giving us the opportunity to gather today. Because of His mercy, we all can be here safe and healthy. Also, I want to thank all the judges for giving me the opportunity to deliver my speech about peace and democracy.
It seems Aryo Kenas has a problem with internet connection. Hello, Aryo. Aryo Kenas.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure that your internet connection is good to deliver your speech.
Okay, can I start my speech again?
You can repeat your speech. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Good afternoon, greetings for all of us. Good afternoon, greetings to all of us. I want to thank God Almighty for giving us the opportunity to gather today. Because of His mercy, we all can be here safe and healthy. Also, I want to thank all the judges for giving me the opportunity to deliver my speech about peace and democratic election. I will start my speech with a question. What is an election? Generally, election is a formal group decision-making process by which a population chooses an individual or multiple individuals to hold public office. Election is an obligation for a democratic country. Why do I say so? Because election is a way for the people to choose their country's leaders, starting from the president and his or her vice president to a lower level. Election must be democratic. But what is a democratic election? Well, democratic election refers to a process where an eligible individual
have an opportunity to vote and choose their representatives and leaders through a fair and open system. In democratic election, the principle of one person, one vote is typically upheld, and the outcome is determined by the majority of votes cast. The aim is to ensure that the government reflects the will of the people through a free and transparent electoral process. In democratic election, all people have the right to choose whom they want, and their decision cannot be forced or changed by other people. Also, because democracy is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Democracy cannot be ruined by money politics, because money is not a factor that changes people's decision. Also, democratic election is a way to implement the popular sovereignty. A democratic election takes place directly, generally, freely, and secretly. Based on that principle, election can take place peacefully. Also, based on the data from the Indonesian election supervisor, the 2019 Indonesian simultaneous election took place safely, peacefully, and smoothly because held with the principle of direct, general, free, and secret. This is a fact that election can take place peacefully and safely if all the people implement the principle of democracy. Another way to make a peaceful election is by avoiding black campaigns. All the people, especially Indonesian people, should get political education so that they won't mislead by the black campaigns. The government also have a role in ensuring a peace and democratic election. The government can start by putting authorities at all the election locations in order to maintain a peace and safe election. At the end, a peace and democratic election is the best way to elect leaders. Remember, a good leader came from a democratic country. So that is why an election must be peace and democratic. Also, we, as the people of a democratic country, must ensure that election take place peacefully and democratic. So let's make a peace and democratic election. That's all from me.
I don't have any questions. Maybe Pat Tyson, do you have any question for Aryo?
No questions.
Okay, thank you, Aryo.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Thanks.
And thank you, Aryo. You did a great job. Judges, we move to number 28. Number 28, Teresia Jelvia Sarmento da Cruz from SMAS Elpida Kupang. Hello, Teresia Jelvia.
Hello.
Hello, Teresia. Do you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm hearing. Yes.
Okay, are you ready for the speech, Teresia?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Teresia Jelvia Sarmento da Cruz from SMAS Elpida Kupang. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Shalom, Salve. Best wishes for all of us. I respect my beloved jury and ladies and gentlemen that I love. Thank you for the time and opportunity given to me. I am Teresia da Cruz from Senior High School Elpida to deliver my short speech on the theme Young Voters. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings to all today. I'd like to invite everyone to reflect on the crucial role of young voters in safeguarding democracy and shaping our nation's future. Young voters, you are the mainstay of our democratic process. As you participate in election for the first time, you bring new hope and fresh energy to shape the future direction of our country. It's essential to realize that your voice holds significant influence over policy and leadership that will impact future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of political education cannot be overstated. Young voters should strive to understand the values and platforms advocated by candidates. Don't hesitate to ask questions and seek more information, as knowledge is the key to making informed decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, however, remember that democracy isn't just about casting your vote on election day. Active participation in discussion, debates, and police oversight is a responsibility that needs to be embraced. You're not just expressing personal preference, but playing a critical role in ensuring transparency and accountability in governance. Ladies and gentlemen, young voters, you possess the power to shape an inclusive and progressive political agents. The future of our country depends on the decision we make today. They are to be agents of positive change and standing against all forms of inequality. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that young voters have a sensitivity to social and environmental issues. Therefore, let's unite in advocating for justice, equality, and sustainability. Your voice can be a tool to change the world, and it's time to make election the first step towards the change we aspire to. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to all the young voters present today. Remember, your decisions aren't just about your personal future, but also about the direction of our nation. Let's commit together to be responsible, critical, and caring voters for the common good. I'm also a young voter, and I'm ready to cast my vote to golden generation. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the short speech that I can deliver. Hopefully, it will be useful for all of us. And if there are any words that are wrong or not pleasing to the audience, I apologize for your attention and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Shalom. Salve.
Okay, Tercia, it was very nice speech. Are you going to vote this year?
Yes?
Are you going to vote?
Yes, I'm going to vote this year.
Okay. Can you name one political party that participates in this election, in Indonesian election this year?
One political part?
Political party.
Yes, for me, Democrat. Oh, sorry, I can close that. I mean that political party for me is Golkar.
Alex? Mr. Alex, are you with us? Okay, Teresia, Mr. Alex has a problem with internet connection. I think that's all from Mr. Alex. And Mr. Tyson, maybe you have any comments or questions for Teresia?
No, I won't put her on the spot. It was good English, and that's all I have to say about that. So that's good.
Thank you, Mr. Tyson. Teresia Jelvia Sarmento da Cruz from SMAS LP da Kupang, thank you so much. You did a wonderful job today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, committee, please make sure that Mr. Alex are with us right now. Okay, he still has the internet connections problem. Okay, Mr. Tyson, we move to number 29.
Okay.
Number 29, Margaret Rambudayewang from SMAN 1Y Kabubak, Sumba Barat.
Okay.
Margaret Rambudayewang. Hello, Margaret.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you
Do
hear my
me?
voice?
Yeah,
Yes,
your
I
voice is
hear
very
you.
clearly. Okay, are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm really ready.
Okay, Margaret Rambudayewang, time is yours.
Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salve, Salam Kebajikan, Salam Pancasila. The honorable judges, to the respected accompanying teacher, as well as colleagues of whom I'm very proud. First of all, we will praise and gratitude to the presence of Almighty God for His infusions and permissions so that we can meet in good conditions. Today, the title that I brought was Media and Political Literacy Education for Indonesian Youth. Ladies and gentlemen, social media is a platform or website that allows users to actively participate in creating and sharing content over the internet. Generation Y, or we can call it millennials generations, and Generation Z tend to be the most active social media users. It's because they grew up with digital technology and often use social media platforms to interact with their friends, share their experience, and voice. As on the 2020 population census, 94% Indonesian population is by Generation Z. Meanwhile, the second most dominant populations is come from millennials generations, with 25.87%. Most young Indonesians tend to believe in what they see on social media without knowing the truth of the information they get, such as content that discuss about political issues. For example, video clips made by several individuals that can make viewers have views that are in line with their own beliefs, strengthening existing perceptions without getting a different perspective. One of the topics that is being hotly discussed on social media is the elections, and will be held on 14 February. And of the entire Indonesian population is taking part in these elections. 55% are dominated by the younger generations. Ladies and gentlemen, young Indonesians are the main target for influence because they are considered to have no experience voting in previous elections. So they still have unclear political attitudes and choices. And new voters who have just entered voting age also do not have a political risk to determine where they do support. Content on social media is viral and sensational, so it has a great possibility of attracting the attentions of young people and can influence their perceptions of an issue. Discussed by a lack of education about digital literacy and politics to assess the truth or accuracy of the information they get from social media. They may be more susceptible to disinformation and propaganda. Media and political literacy educations are insufficient for these generations. These cases, young Indonesians do not have a stance on their choices because they only follow what they see on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, a deep understanding of how to assess reliability information, check facts, and identify these informations can make it less likely that unverified information will spread. We, as young people who are aware of the impact of this issue, must take steps to overcome the problems that will occur in the future. Is to use online resources. Online platform provide and politics. Young people can access online resources, webinar, and educational materials to deepen their understanding, so that in the future they can understand relevant political issues in Indonesians in depth. With good knowledge, they can contribute more effectively to political dialogue and decision making, as well as being able to filter information, recognize hoaxes, and understand the impact of the content they consume online. My final words are, don't be afraid to ask questions and seek information. Wise choices start with good understanding. I hope there's no more young people can easily influenced by content from social media. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Rambudayewang, very impressive. Thank you so much. You did a wonderful job today. Say hi to your friends and your teacher and say thank you for all the support for you today. Okay, we move to number 30. Number 30, Petronella Gianni Rudi from SMK Tiara Nusa, Manggarai Timur. Petronella Gianni, hello. Hello, Petronella Gianni.
Hello, Miss.
Hello. Do you hear my voice?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready for the speech, Petronella?
Yes, I ready.
Okay, Petronella Gianni Rudi from SMK Tiara Nusa, Manggarai Timur. Time is yours.
Good afternoon and peace be upon us all. First of all, let us praise and thanks God Almighty because His abundant grace and blessing we can gather or able to participate in competition today in good health and pleasure. On this happy occasion, I'm as participant of introduce myself. My name is Petronella Gianni Rudi. I am a representative of SMK Tiara Nusa Borong, grade 12 with travel business program. I am very proud because I was given the honor and opportunity to deliver my speech and tell young voters. Ladies and gentlemen, young voters are voters who are new the election. First time, voters are also voters who age appropriate. This feasibility is currently based on the rules have been made the Indonesian state. According to the in election, Chapter 4, Article 198. Chapter 1. Native voters are Indonesian citizens who on the day voting are 17 years old or older or have been married, who have the right to vote and previously did not include voters to the provision of the election law. Ladies and gentlemen, as young voter, of course, our rules related to the election process must be understood where there have problems. As young voters, they must also be educated to really understand about proper election. As well as Indonesian citizens are young people who are really qualified and knowledgeable. As chairman of General Election, KPU, of course, it is necessary to socially all rules to beginners both directly and indirectly. Ladies and gentlemen, young voters and the babies can reach this ethic, especially with the presence of social media, digital media. Social media is considered to be a powerful weapon to attract native voters as young communication platform with the community can be struck using social media such as Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and the like are expected to be a connect break between candidates in the 2024 election and candidates who are popular contested. Young voters may choose popular young candidates, or it is not impossible to choose candidates who have a young vision. General election hereinafter refer to as election are a means or exercising people sovereignty to elect member of the people representative council, member of regional representative, president and vice president, and to elect member of the regional people representative council, which are carried or directly, publicly, freely, secretly, honestly, and fairly in the unitary state of the Republic of Indonesia based on Pancasila and the Constitution of the Republic of Indonesia year 1945. Election organizer is an institute that organizes election constitute of the General Election Commission KPU and the Election Supervisor Board and the Election Organizer Honor and Board. Ladies and gentlemen, simulation election will be in 2024 on February 14, 2024. Practically in 2 years, Indonesia will hold a Democratic Party, making enthusiasm among politicians commenting in interested voters, especially novice voters. A number of surveys show that millions of generations are predicted to the voter groups with the largest proportion in the 2024 election.
Petronella, I'm sorry, your time is up.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, Petronella Gianni Rudi from SMK Tiara Nusa, Manggarai Timur. Thank you so much. You did a wonderful job today. Say hi to your teachers and friends there. Thank you for the participation. Okay, judges, we move to number 31. Yanuaria Andini Hatu from SMAN 1 Pocoranaka, Manggarai Timur. Yanuaria Andini Hatu. Hello, Yanuaria. Yanuaria, hello. Yanuaria Andini, are you with us?
Hello.
Hello, Yanuaria.
Hello.
I can hear your voice, but make it louder, please.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear your voice very clearly, Yanuaria. Are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Yanuaria Andini Hatu, SMAN 1 Pocoranake Manggarai Timur. Time is yours.
Thank you. The Honorable Mr. Guard Office Nusa Tenggara, the Honorable Mr. Regional Secretary Office Nusa Tenggara, the Honorable Mr. Education and Culture Office Nusa Tenggara, the Honorable all the viewers. Good morning, everyone. My name is Yanuaria. I'm currently 17 years old and I am from Pocoranake 1 Senior High School. First of all, I would like to thank God Almighty because with His blessing, so we can meet all human theism. Ladies and gentlemen, the title of my speech today is The Significant Role of the Young Generation in the 2024 election. The involvement of the young generation in the 2024 election is in the spotlight. The involvement of the young generation is a necessity to make a democratic party success which is predicated to be strategic way to golden Indonesia in 2045. If we look at the data, the number of voters remains for the 2025 election about 56.45% are dominated by the millennial generation and Generation Z. The young generation is important a main influence policy carried out by leaders. The important role of the younger generation in the 2024 election is that they must be smart in their action selected in choosing capable leaders. You should not act like following the path and being opportunistic. Young people can participate in the selective in a real way, be selective in choosing capable leaders as personal and accommodating. Let's talk to trigger the emergence of various perspectives which can cause knowledge of distributed via online medium. Ladies and gentlemen, there are several tricks that the millennial generation and Generation Z can use to make a democratic party a healthy democratic party. The first, self-preparation and change demand for data. The first thing smart young people need to prepare is to ensure that they vote the list according to the electoral district. The function of the checking final voter list who will vote at electoral district. Don't let there be names that are missing can be saved. Don't let there be names that are missing that can be saved, can be counted as 4. Apart from that, the millennial themselves by issuing that their voice and listen to the electoral district. Apart from that, the millennial generation must be intelligent to carry out proud of leader. The second, check the biographies and potential leaders. When the names of candidates for national leaders, both president and house, the representative national leaders, it is mandatory for young people to look for information about these potential leaders via social media and the internet. The long story of prospective leaders can use a benchmark to looking at how to lead the information about these potential leaders via social media and the internet. The third, identify the vision and mission of a potential leaders. What is no less important are determining the choice of potential leaders and the vision and mission that they bring. As the younger generation, we have fully understand the field and the vision and mission. The vision and mission of potential leaders can be can be said to be good if it is in accordance with society or potential leaders will follow. So make sure you take the potential leaders so you know what the direction of potential leaders who will follow. Ladies and gentlemen, as the conclusion of my speech, I want to say to the young generation of Indonesia, be smart generation, be an agent of change. Thank you.
Januaria Andini Hatu, thank you so much. You did an amazing job today. Januaria from SMAN 1 Pocoranaka, Manggarai Timur. Thank you for your participation and say hi to your teacher and your friends there.
Hello.
Okay, judges, we move to number 32. Delfasachi Amazia Ramburoy Molak from SMA Kristen Pandegajaya Kupang. Delfasachi Amazia. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Delfasachi. Do you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Delfasachi Amazia Ramburoy Molak from SMA Kristen Pandegajaya Kupang. Time is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let us over our gratitude for the presence of God. Because of His mercy, we can gather in this place in a great condition. The Honorable, all the judges, and the committees who have prepared this English speech competition well. Before I refer my speech, let me introduce myself. I am Delfasachi Amazia Ramburoy Molak, a 10th grade student from Pandegajaya Christian High School. Today, I would like to convey a very crucial topic about one of the keys of this nation, which is the young voters. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is the third largest democracy in the world, and based on data from General Election Commission, the percentage of young voters from Z and millennial generation in 2024 election is 55%. From this number, we can see that young people hold a very important role in Indonesia. Besides that, throughout the history of this country, we have known that they play a major role in driving the nation forward. So, it's not surprising that Indonesia is a home to young generation who will be the keys of this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, behind this extraordinary number, there are still many challenges for young voters to face. One of them is they are highly susceptible to the false propaganda news circulating on social media. This political manipulation can cause uncertainty to young voters who do not have a strong political experience and perspective. However, challenges should not be considered as a roadblock, but rather an opportunity to create change. They need to start by increasing their political, economic, social justice, and social and environmental issues. Well, they have to be educated and well informed about the election candidate. So, these fields are extremely important and deserve to be addressed. Ladies and gentlemen, the decision of the young voters to voting determines the future leader of Indonesia. Well, this means that young people have a very important role to the Indonesia. The young generation hold a very important role in social justice, economic opportunities, climate change, and many more. Well, in conclusion, young voters need to realize that their voice matters. Our participation play a critical role in driving political change, progress, and innovation. Remember, every choice we make determines what our country will become. Together, let us use our voice, for one voice can bring a great change. That is all, and thank you for your attention.
Wonderful job, Delva Sachi Amazia Rambu Roy Molak from SMA Kristen Pandegajaya, Kupang. Thank you for the participation. You did a great job today, and say hi to your teachers and your friends there. Okay, judges, we move to number 33. Januari Rain Sangguwali from SMA Negeri 3 Waingapu, Sumba Timur. January, hello. Hello, January.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Okay, I can hear your voice. January.
Is my voice clear?
Yes, January, your voice very clearly here.
Thank you.
January Rain Sangguwali, are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
And time is yours.
Yes, yes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salve, and Shalom to all of us. To the honorable judges, all the English teacher for senior high school in East Nusa Tenggara, and all the participants of English speech competition. My name is Januari Rain Sangguwali, and I'm from SMA Negeri 3 Waingapu. Ladies and gentlemen, the election in Indonesia are just around the corner, and I can wait to see the quality of the leaders who will be elected there. However, there is one thing that has been on my mind ahead of the upcoming election. Will this year's election be peaceful or maybe be a democratic one? Ladies and gentlemen, once I read the news from Kompas.com regarding Jakarta riots after the announcement of the 2019 results. This incident is an implication of those who are disappointed with the results of the 2019 election results, which won the pair of Joko Widodo and Maruf Amin, and as many as 9 people died because of the riots. And then, what happened on Conversation.com, there was a case regarding a person named Wahyu Setiawan, a former commissioner of General Election Commission, who was arrested because he was suspected of accepting bribes from politicians, so the politician can be appointed as a member of the People's Representative Council for the 2019 to 2024 period. Well, this is so that there is a lack of democracy and fairness in Indonesian election. This case is one form of election malpractice case in Indonesia. Sarah Birch, professor from King's Political Science at King's College London, England, explained that election malpractice is an act of manipulation to disrupt the election process and results, thereby harming the public interest replaced by personal or group interest that benefits from the action. When I first heard about the riots and fraud that occurred in the elections, I started to wonder, why do things like this happen, especially in Indonesia? One of the factors that causes riots during election, especially in Indonesia, is how fanatical a person towards a particular side. I will give an example. When the 2022 World Cup final was over, we have found a video containing French and Argentina fans in Indonesia attacking each other because of the different sides they support. This is a bit irrelevant, but this is a clear evidence of how bigotry can lead to chaos. And then, regarding the frauds that occurred in the elections, there are several factors that encourage this fraud. First, strong patronage relations between the electoral organizers, legislative candidates, and voters. Political patronage is the use of resources to reward individuals who have provided electoral support. Second, the existing electoral system encourages legislative candidates to use any means necessary to win. Indonesia's legislative elections system is openly proportional representation, this is that so that an legislative candidates can be elected because he gets the most votes in the open list of his party. Open list of his party. This system encourages legislative candidates to compete to collect as many votes as possible. One of the consequences is that the competition for legislative candidates within the party is very tight and tough. Legislative candidates who have the field to potential to win big will manipulate their votes by inflating or reducing the votes of their opponents from the same party rather than from other parties. Peaceful and democratic election are elections in which every Indonesian citizen can hold elections safely and peacefully, and every citizen who has the right to vote can express their choice publicly, freely, confidentially, honestly, fairly, and fairly. But reality says otherwise. I am very disappointed with the election in Indonesia. Hopefully, my speech can open our eyes and our mind of how many shortcomings there are in Indonesian election. And for the upcoming February 14 elections, can run peacefully and uphold democracy in order to create a better Indonesia. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya, Salve, and Shalom. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, January Ryan Sangguwali. You did a good job today. Very impressive. From SMA Negeri 3 Waingapu, Sumba Timur. Thank you for your participation. Say hi to your friends and your teacher there.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, January.
Yes.
Mr. Alex with us now, and Mr. Alex, it's your turn to, maybe you have a comment or question to January.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Wina. I heard most of the speech. It was very good speech, but I have a very small question for January. You said, January, that you are disappointed with the election in Indonesia.
Yes.
Why did you say that?
Because there was there were several factors that causes me to say this, because when I see the election in 2019 and 2014, there was a lot of riots and frauds in the election, and I think that the country which is said to highly uphold unity and democracy, I don't see that in the election.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. Thank you, January.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, judges, we move to number 34. Number 34, Yunita Aprilia Revamanek from SMA Negeri 1 Tasik Veto Barat, Belu.
Judges, we move to number 34.
Hello, Yunita Aprilia.
Number 34, Yunita Aprilia Revamanek from SMA Negeri 1 Tasik Veto Barat, Belu. Hello, Yunita Aprilia.
Hello.
Yunita Aprilia Revamanek.
Hello.
Yunita, please reduce the volume of your speaker, because we hear feedback here. Thank you.
Hello.
Yunita Aprilia, can you hear me? Okay, are you ready for the speech, Unita? Unita, I want to make sure that your internet connection is good so you can deliver your speech.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you can hear me now. Are you ready for your speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Unita Aprilia Revamanek from SMA Negeri 1 Tasifeto Barat, Belu. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Salve. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my speech in this event. First of all, let us give thanks to God for this grace that we can join at the event in good health. Before I starting my speech, have you known me already? There is a saying that if you don't know a person, how can you love that person? Therefore, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Unita Aprilia Reva Manek. You can call me Reva. I was born on June 6, 2007 in Belu. Right now, I am a student of SMA Negeri 1 Tasifeto Barat. Today, I will convey how important peace and democratic election. The honorable audience. Election is an important event in a country that has a democratic life. However, election also often event filled with tension and problems. And very important for us is to remember that peaceful elections are the key to realizing a future full of harmony and justice for all citizens of the country. Peaceful election can be interpreted as healthy dialogue activities, respect for differences of opinion, and active participation from all parties involved. This means that peaceful election also really requires an active participation from all parties. Well, inclusive and comprehensive political education is an important factor in realizing a peaceful election. This will help people understand the importance of an election, the rights and voters, and the responsibility to choosing the leader who. Ladies and gentlemen who I respect. How important is election in our country? Election has the main function of producing leadership that truly opposes what the people want. Moreover, our country is a democracy country. As they say, in a democracy, the government is from the people, by the people, and for the people. Meanwhile, creating peaceful election also really requires an active participation from all parties, where political parties, candidates, and voters must be committed to carrying out an election process with attitudes of integrity and respecting all applicable rules. Democracy will become stronger and constructive, will be increasingly engrossed with a campaign based on sound and argument and ideas. The media also has an important role in creating peaceful, because it is the media that has a very big responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, let us elect a leader who can welfare of the people. Use your right to vote as well as possible. Make the 2024 election success by choosing the best for all of us. That's my short speech about peace and democratic election. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Unita. Hello, Unita.
Hello.
Yeah, my question is, are you going to vote in the election?
No.
No. So what will be your contribution to make the election peaceful and democratic? What can you do to make the election peaceful? Do you understand the question?
Please repeat the question.
Okay, because you are not going to vote this year, because maybe you are not eligible yet. So what will be your contribution? What can you do to make our election peaceful? Can you mention one thing?
Always keep please.
Always,
Keep please. Keep peace.
always keep the peace, okay? Always keep peace. Okay. Thank you, Unita, for the answer and the speech.
You are welcome.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Alex, and thank you, Juanita Aprilia Revamanek. Say hi to your friends and to your teachers behind you. Thank you so much for the support for Juanita Aprilia Revamanek. Okay, judges, we move to number 35. Eufrensio Quaresma da Silva from SMA Negeri 1 Kevamenanu, Timor Tengah Utara. Eufrensio, hello. Hello, Eufrensio. Eufrensio Quaresma da Silva. Eufrensio, are you with us?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, are you ready for the speech?
I'm ready.
Okay, Eufrensio Quaresma da Silva, SMA Negeri 1 Kevamenanu, Timor Tengah Utara. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salve, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good afternoon and breakfast greeting to all of us, dear attendants and organizer of the English Speech Competition 2024 POS Kupang. At this meaningful event, I'm Eufrensio Quaresma da Silva from Senior High School 1 Kevamenanu will deliver material entitled Hoax-Free Elections. Ladies and gentlemen, first, let's know what election is. General election is a means of democracy to realize a system government that is suffragan to the people. The government from two elections is said run devoted for the people and also to the welfare of the people. The election in Indonesia itself is said run democratically if every Indonesian citizens who has the right choice can channel their vote directly, secretly, honestly, and fairly. Each voter only using their voting right once and has the same value, namely, one vote. Ladies and gentlemen, the issues of hoaxes create wrong perceptions, where hoaxes is also continues to interest up to 10 times. In 2022, only 10 issues will interest up to 98 issues during the elections period itself. At this time, hoaxes have become one of the biggest and very terrible enemies for our nation itself. For example, one of the hoaxes news can greatly affect us is the 2024 elections is cancelled. This can certainly disturb our trust, both for organizer and even for prospective leaders of our nations. We as citizens can also play a role to how to not easily fall into hoaxes on how to deter the hoaxes, especially on social media. I will convey some ways for us do not easily believe in hoaxes or on the social media. First, be careful with the provocative titles. Provocative titles can be something that can reduce our trust, both for organizer and even for the prospective leaders of our nations. Second, research the website address. By doing the research of website address, we can find out that the website is right or not. And I recommend a trusted website, namely Poskupang. Third, check the fact. By fact-checking, we can find out the truth or falsity of some informations or on the social media. So ladies and gentlemen, let us all put our hopes in our prospective leaders and not easily believe in our biggest enemy, namely hoaxes. Let us all build this country together, and as a form to trust our prospective leaders, let us all trust the trusted website address, namely Poskupang, as a form to trust our prospective leaders of our nations. We as citizens can play a role, like what I say before, to turn the hoax, especially on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all of my speech today. That's all of my speech today. And I'm Eufrencio Corresmeda Silva. Take my leave. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salve, namo buddhaya, salam kebajikan, and thank you.
Okay, maybe Pat Tyson, do you have any question for Eufresio?
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't.
No?
Oh, not
Okay, I have, Eufresio, I have a very small question for you.
Okay.
Are you going to vote in the next election?
I think I has not reached the form of my voted yet, but in future I'm sure that I can vote in future. So for now, I think I'm not voting yet.
Okay, because you are not 17 yet.
Yes.
Okay, so what is one thing that you can do to make our election peaceful?
So what I'm gonna do is, like what I say, do not easily believe in hoaxes, and also build the sensitivity of information manipulations. So that can greatly affect us to create the peace of the election itself, to Indonesian especially.
Okay, so you are not going to share, to distribute the hoax information, right?
Yeah, I will more likely I will make people believe that hoaxes are very terrible by maybe social them to not easily believe in hoaxes. So I think the distribute of me is social people to not easily believe in hoaxes.
Okay, thank you, Eufresio. Eufresio.
You're welcome.
Alex. Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Eufrencio from SMA Negeri 1 Kevaminanu, Timor Tengah Utara. We move to number 36, Anggraini Ati from SMA Negeri 2 Tasik Soto Barat, Belu. Hello, Anggraini. Okay, I have an information from the committee that Anggraini has a problem with the internet connection. We move to number 37, Olivia Ing Nuria Hitarihun from SMK Negeri 1 Kevaminanu, Timor Tengah Utara. Olivia, hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Do you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, make your voice louder, please. Okay, say hi. Okay, I cannot hear your voice. Olivia. Okay, louder please, Olivia. Maybe you can step forward.
Hello.
Okay, very nice. Olivia, are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Olivia Ing Nuria Hitarihun, time is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olivia Nuria Hitarihun. I graduated from SMK Negeri 1 Keva Manado. My major is fashion design. Honorable the teachers of SMK Negeri 1 Keva Manado. Honorable the judges of English Speech Competition 2024. Honorable all of audience of English Speech Competition 2024. Good afternoon to all of us. Firstly, let us thank to God for His blessing. We can gather here safely and healthy. I am Olivia. It is truly an honor for having the chance to deliver my speech about young voters. Ladies and gentlemen, talk about young voters is cannot separated from the general election. According to the election law chapter 4, article 198, first one, voters are Indonesian citizens who on the day of the voting have reached the age 17 or older or have been married, who have the right to vote and have not been eligible voters before according to the provision of the election law. Ladies and gentlemen, the young voters have important role in the electoral process. So, how we can be a responsible young voters in the 2024 election? Here are a few key points to consider. First, stay informed. Knowledge is a power. Stay informed about the candidates, their platform, and the issues that matter to you. Second, register to vote. Ensure you are registered to vote well in advance of the election. And third, vote responsibly. When the election day arrives, cast your vote responsibly. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the 2024 election presents a tremendous opportunity for young voters to make their voices heard. Let us embrace this responsibility with diligence and stay informed. Young voters, remember, a great nation is a powerful nation with a great leader and great citizenry. That is why, don't forget, the day of 14 February 2024, let's go to give your vote in a way of luber jujur, or Indonesian it means langsung, umum, bebas, rahasia, jujur, dan adil. Young voters, come on, designate your candidate. Start from now. Don't be abstain. Don't be abstain, because your votes determine the future of this nation and country. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of my speech. That is all, and thank you.
Okay, thank you, Olivia.
Hello,
Yeah, thank you very much for your speech.
you're welcome.
Okay, I have very small, easy question for you.
Yes.
Can you name one of the presidential candidates for the next election?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
please.
That is my secret. Because I can't tell anyone.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just asking you to mention the name of the presidential candidates, but it is okay for you if you do not want to mention. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Olivia. That's all right.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Alex, and thank you, Olivia, from SMK Negeri 1 Kevamenanu, Timur Tengah Utara. Thank you for the participation.
You're welcome.
Okay, we move to number 38. Revano Ladito Paitarman from SMAN 3 Kota Komba, Manggarai Timur. Revano Ladito, hello. Hello, Revano Ladito. Revano Ladito, are you with us? Committee, is Revano Ladito with us right now?
Yeah, it's on now, Ibu.
It seems Revano has a problem with internet connection, sir. So we move to number... Okay, Mr. Alex, Revano Ladito is already with us.
Yeah.
Revano, hello.
Hello, hi Miss.
Hello, Revano. Do you hear me, Revano?
Hi, yes.
Okay, make your voice louder, please, or you can step forward so your voice, I can hear your voice clearly.
Thank you.
Okay, Revano, are you ready for the speech?
Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, please ask your teacher to make sure that the internet connection is good. Okay, Revano Ladito Paitarman, time is yours.
Thank you. The Honorable, all judges, all participate in this event. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give a speech about young voters so that we can become a smart voters, especially millennials. But first of all, let us express our thanks to the presence of God, who has given us His grace and guidance so that we can gather at this event. In this occasion, let me give a short speech under the title Become a Smart Voter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Democratic Party will take place 2000. Even, of course, all components of society are expected to be able to participate in distributing their voting rights so that they can jointly determine the nation's leader who will determine the future fate of the country. The younger generation is referred to as the golden generation, whose participation is highly expected. Ladies and gentlemen, through elections, elected leaders are also expected to be able to adjust the development plans that will be made so that they are in line with the development plans that have been made previously by previous leaders. However, novice voters who are still unfamiliar while still need to be that they can recognize the candidates they will elect later. This is by browsing social media, which is very familiar to the younger generation. Ladies and gentlemen, the quick voter is every citizen who has fulfilled the requirement as a voter when the election is held. Indonesia has so far used an age limit 17 years and urban merit and being an Indonesia citizen as requirements to be called a voter. Ladies and gentlemen, a democratic country like Indonesia considers young people to have a major role. This can be seen from the beginning of independence until Reformation. There has always been a role for youth in it. So it could be said that youth in this case are the mouthpiece between the elite and society. What young people think can be trusted and trusted by society so that the role of young people becomes very important. Not only as voters, but also as organizers, because small groups can provide by big benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, as many as 20% of all voters are novice voters, just the number of novice is very large. So that citizens' right to exercise the right to vote shall not be as a result of unexpected mistakes. Ladies and gentlemen, my speech, if there are any mistakes in my speech, I apologize. At the end of my speech, I say thank you very much for your attention.
Okay, Rifano. Can you hear me, Rifano?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for your speech. There was no there was only little mistakes in your speech. The only mistake was the connection. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
What is the name of your Bupati in your district?
Yeah.
Sorry? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
Yes.
Yeah. Who is the Bupati in your kabupaten?
Dr. Andrus Agas Andreas.
Okay. In the election on the 14th of February 2024, are you going to elect the Bupati also?
No, sir.
No. Okay, good. So you know the system. Thank you,
Yes,
Revano.
sir.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Revano Laditopai Tarman from SMAN 3 Kota-Komba, Manggarai Timur. Thank you so much for the participation. Okay, we move to number 39. Bernadetta Rati Dede from SMA Negeri 6 Kota-Komba, Manggarai Timur. Halo, Bernadetta.
Hello.
Hello, Bernadetta. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Bernadetta Rati Dede, SMA Negeri 6 Kota-Komba, Manggarai Timur. Time is yours.
After my name is Bernadetta Rati Dede, especially the honorable judges and the honorable moderator. Actually, I'm very excited today, but a little nervous. Okay, I'm start my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I speak before all of us to address a crucial issue: the role and significance of young voters in the
I think we lost Bernadetta Rati Dede. It seems that Bernadetta has a problem with the internet connection, judges. Bernadetta? Halo, Bernadetta? The committee, Bernadetta is still with us or not?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, Bernadetta.
Hello?
Bernadetta, yeah. Please ask your teacher to make sure that your internet connection is good so you can deliver your speech. You can repeat your speech,
Good morning,
Bernadetta.
ladies. Yes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the time given to me. Let me introduce myself. My full name is Bernadetta Rati Dede. You can call me Rasti. I'm from SMA Negeri 6 Kota Sumber. So right now, I'm very excited today, but a little nervous. Okay, I start my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I speak before all of us to address a crucial issue: the role and significance of young voters in the context of the Indonesian election 2024. Young voters, we are the backbone of our nation's future. In the upcoming election, a significant responsibility rests on our shoulders to shape the direction and identity for this nation. Currently, we stand at the historical crossroads where our voice and participation will shape the path forward for Indonesia. Elections are not about choosing leaders, but also about selecting the future we desire. We have the power to change political dynamics, drive reforms, and introduce innovation into the system. Do not underestimate the small impact of each of our voices, as every choice we make has significant consequence for this country. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite us, the young voters, to carefully understand the platforms and vision of candidates. Review their plans for education, employment, the environment, and others issues within important. Let us not be swayed by empty promises, but rather consider truthfully how our decision will shape our own future. It is essential to remember we are not just voters but agents of change. Our support and participation in the democratic process will shape the image of the younger generation as key contributor to positive change. Do not hesitate to question, criticize, and speak up. Our voice carries great weight at the time to bring about positive change is now. Ladies and gentlemen, us together uphold the spirit of democracy, appreciate difference of opinion, and strive for a better future. Thanks to the young voters, through our voice, we will collectively shape a better and more just Indonesia. Finally, that's all my speech. Thanks to attention. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bernadetta. So, Bernadetta, can you mention one political party that will join the election this year?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
As a voters, I believe in the choosing of conscience and not easing the provoked by issues PDIP.
Okay.
PDIP. That's all, judges. That's all, judges.
There's an example of there is one of the political parties that will run for the election this year. Okay, there are 17 political parties, and then one of them is Yeah, PDP, like you mentioned. Thank you, Bernadetta. Good luck with your study again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Alex and Bradeta Rati Dede from SMA Negeri 6 Kota Komba, Manggarai Timur.
Thank you.
Okay, judges, we move to number 40. Indi Damai Felisan Anggadas from SMA Negeri 1 Rote Barat. Hello, Indi.
Hello.
Hello, Indi. Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear
Are you
me?
ready for this? Yeah, your voice is very clearly here. Are you ready for the speech?
Yes, I am absolutely ready.
Okay. Indi Damai Felisan Gadas from SMA Negeri 1 Rote Barat. Time is yours.
Okay. Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Salve. Good afternoon, the honorable judges. My name is Indi Gadas from SMA Negeri 1 Rote Barat. Today, I will deliver my speech for you about the young fathers. Ladies and gentlemen, elections are one of the biggest democratic parties in our country, Indonesia. The election aims to elect our nation's leaders for the next 5 years period. Elections are interesting because every citizen has the right to vote. One category that are really attracting the attention of public is the first-time voters, as known as young voters. Young voters are those who are voting for the first time and at least 17 years old or older. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the data from the General Election or KPU, the number of young voters this year reached 55% of the total voters. So, mostly, the young voters do not yet have a wide of politics understanding, which includes candidates, political parties, as well as technical matters related to the implementation of elections. Based on the young voters' age, from 17 to 21 years old, most of them are digital natives who are familiar to use the advanced technology, which increases annually. So this is the reason why young voters are easy. Information is an information
Hello, Indi. Indi, can you hear me? Indi Damai, hello, can you hear me? Indi, you have a problem with the internet connection, so we cannot hear you clearly here. Hello, Indi.
She's not in the room anymore, Ibu.
Is Cindy with us? The committee, please. Just Indy has a problem with the internet connection, so we move to number 41. We move to number 41. Dewi Chandra from SMAS Kristen Atambua. Hello, Dewi Chandra. Hello, Dewi Chandra. Dewi Chandra, are you with us? The committee, can I have the information about Dewi Chandra? Okay, Dewi Chandra, hello.
Hello.
Hello, could you please louder your voice? Hello, Dewi Chandra.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear your voice very clearly now. Are you ready for the speech?
Yes.
Okay. Dewi Chandra from SMAS Kristen Atambua, time is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salve, Salam Kebajikan. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today in gratitude for the blessings that allow us to convene on this momentous occasion. Our praise, action to the God Almighty, and we send our salutation that Jesus Christ, the bringer of currents and mercy to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, in this spirit of this auspicious gathering, I wish to draw our collective attention to a matter of utmost importance for our nation, free and fair election without hoaxes. Elections, as the cornerstone of democracy, empower citizens to directly choose their leaders and representatives. Yet, in this era of technological advancement, the rise of misinformation, commonly known as hoaxes, poses significant threats to public trust and the integrity of electoral process. Ladies and gentlemen, hoaxes, though not new the realm of politics, have carried a precedent momentum of digital age, spreading rapidly and among the confusion among the public. Ladies and gentlemen, critical thinking is our first line of defense against the proliferation of unverified information. The role of mass media and digital platform is pivotal in filtering and dissemination of current information. Together, we must encourage the public to verify information before amplifying it further. Ladies and gentlemen, as elected voters, we bear the responsibility to comprehend the vision and mission of the candidates we endorse. We must refuse the influence of false narrative, refuse to be provoked by the elsewhere, and rebut and verify election
demands active and intelligent participation from every citizen. Ladies and gentlemen, actually, its final commitment is authorities in concluding the General Election Commission. The General Commissions, I'm sorry, once again. Ladies and gentlemen, actually is the vital is commitment of authorities, actually of authorities through their responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, appealing to publics on awareness on media literacy is paramount. As we navigate of information landscape, the ability to discern between credible sources and falsehoods becomes an invaluable skill. Incorporating on media literary programs into curricula and condition public awareness campaigns can fortify our defenses against the spread of hoaxes. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, the journey towards elections free from hoaxes is collective endeavor that demands our unwavering commitment. Let us forge ahead, equipped with knowledge, awareness, and result dissemination to prepare the essence of democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention and dedication of this fatal cause. May we enjoy of being journey together, ensuring the prosperity and strength of our democratic cause. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salve, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan.
Okay, thank you, Dewi. Hello, Dewi.
Hello.
Yeah, it was very good speech.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations that you are able to deliver your speech. I have a very small and easy question for you. Can you give an example of a hoax related to general election?
Example the hoax on the narrative, we must recite influence of narrative, false narrative, and refuse to be propagated versus ISIS. We refuse to be versus ISIS.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dewi, for your answer.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Dewi Chandra from SMAS Kristen Atambua. You did a wonderful job today. Thank you for the participation. We move to number 42. Bernandia Gisela Quintavale from SMAS Santo Claus Kuwuruteng. Hello, Bernandia. Hello, Bernandia.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear your voice, Bernandia. Are you ready for the speech?
Hello?
Are you ready for the speech, Bernandia?
Hello?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes,
Okay, are you ready for your speech?
yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Bernandia Gisela from SMS Santo Claus Kuwuruteng. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, the honorable adjudicators and the great audience. It is a great honor for me to be here today and address the honorable adjudicators and the great audience. Thank you for giving me this golden chance to deliver a speech entitled Young Voters, Political Engagement and the Future of Our Democracy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I start delivering my speech, allow me to introduce myself. My full name is Bernandia Gisela Quintavale. My call name is Gisela. I represent Santo Claus Senior High School Kubu, Manggarai. I'm the 10th grade student. Ladies and gentlemen, let me open the core of my speech by showing you the data from the General Election Commission about the permanent voter list in July 2023. 52% of the 2024 voters are young voters. The data clearly indicates that young voters occupies the highest percentage of permanent voter list in the coming general election. Looking at the data, our important question is what will happen of democracy if most of the young voters are pathetic about their political choice in the general election to come? Ladies and gentlemen, on this great occasion, I invite all of us to realize that encouraging the political engagement that young voters step in shaping the future of our democracy. Young voters are the generation that will lead the country in the future. Young voters are the investment of our future democracy. How we shape the face of our tomorrows, democracy really depends on how we build the presence of young voters' political behavior. Therefore, their involvement in the political process can shape the direction and the character of democracy. The question is, what should we do to help the young voters contribute the quality of our future democracy? Ladies and gentlemen, my speech focused on how to help the young voters to develop a positive mindset about the ultimate goals of politics. This is very important because the young voters tend to ignore political issues. They always associate with something negative. This makes them chase attention. In fact, they are our variables for building an ideal democratic society in the future. They are an ideal image of democratic society because they are free from particular ideological interests. Ladies and gentlemen, young fathers, I think that it is time to both the governments, political parties, and non-government organizations to conduct political awareness campaigns at schools and universities to inform students about the political issue and the impact of their participation. That young father understands about the ultimate goals of politics must be the main issue in the campaign. Maximize the use of digital platform and social media to encourage young fathers, young learners with a positive values about politics. Ladies and gentlemen, I close my speech by underlining one thing, that the quality of democratic system is always born from a democratic society that has a good understanding of the ultimate goals of politics. There is to realize the common interests, not personal interests. That's all, and thank you.
Okay, thank you for the very energetic speech, Gisela.
You're welcome.
Okay, you talk like a politician.
Yes.
Are you going to be a politician?
Yes.
Okay, good. You mentioned about the ultimate goal of politics. Can you mention one, or can you mention what is the ultimate goal of politics?
Ultimate goals of politics, justice.
Just what?
Justice.
Justice.
Justice. Yes.
Justice for whom?
Justice equal.
Justice and
equal for justice equal for people.
Justice for all the people.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Gisela. Hope that your dream to be a female politician in Indonesia will come true.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Bernandia Gisela from SMS Santo Claus Kewuruteng. Thank you so much for the participation. And judges, we go back to number 40. Number 40, Indi Damai Felician Enggadas from SMA Negeri 1 Rote Barat.
Hi.
Hi, Indi.
Sorry for the internet problems. I will take my speech again.
It's okay. You can repeat your speech, Indi. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Indi Damai Felician Gadas, time is yours.
Shalom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu. Namo Buddhaya. Salam Kebajikan. Salve. Good afternoon, honorable judges. My name is Indi Gadas from SMA Negeri 1 Rote Barat. Today, I will deliver my speech about the young voters. Ladies and gentlemen, elections are one of the biggest democratic parties in our country, Indonesia. The election aims to elect our nation's leaders for the next 5 years period. Elections are interesting because every citizen has the right to vote. One category that really attracting the attention of public is the first-time voters, as known as young voters. Young voters are those who are voting for the first time and at least 17 years old or older. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the data from the General Election or KPU, the number of young voters this year reached 55% of the total voters. So, mostly, the young voters do not yet have a wide of politics understanding, which includes candidates, political parties, as well as technical matters related to the implementation of elections. Ladies and gentlemen, based on the young voters' age from 17 to 21 years old, most of them are digital natives who are familiar to use the advanced technology, which increases annually. This is the reason why young voters are easily exposed to the infobicity. Infobicity is an information overload, just as you know, which is too much receiving political information in order to decision-making process. Even though the majority of young voters are digital natives, not all of us have the ability to receive the information critically. This means that we do not have enough skills to evaluate the information. At the end, young fathers are vulnerable to being influenced by misinformation in the digital environment. So, what is the solution to the problem for the young fathers? Young fathers can take part in media and information literacy due to politics, in this case, provided by educational institutions. With this literacy training, young fathers are able to filter, to find, and to select the correct information. The expectation for this case is that young fathers can be avoided, or at least they will be prepared to face the infobesity. Another solution is that young fathers need to receive the correct information, the detail and the information about the elections, so that the young fathers' rights of the voting rights of young fathers are not wasted. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of my speech, I am Indi Gadas as a young father. I invite all of you to use your rights to vote without being influenced by anything. That's all about my speech. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Santi 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 Om. Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan, salve, salam.
Okay, Indi. Hello, Indi. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, from SMA Negeri 1 Rote Barat, Nembrala, right?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think is the best source of information to know about the general election?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Where do you think the source, the most reliable source of information about the information of about the general election?
Okay. Thank you for your question. So, according to me, the information I get from media social, big information from media social.
Okay. Do you think social media is the most reliable source of information?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you. Say hi to Bapak Kepala Sekolah, okay? Bapak Joe. Bapak Joe.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Indi.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Alex, and thank you, Indi Damai Felisan Gadas from SMA Negeri 1 Rote Barat. And judges, Indi is the last participant in a second session today. Okay, for all the participants and judges, we are at the end of this competition for today. Thank you for all the participants, the patient, and for the honorable judges. Thank you so much for today. It's been an honor to be your host today at Poskopang English Speech Competition 2024. Okay, I wish you all have a very good evening. And finally, I want to say that success is not just about what you accomplish in your life. It's about what you inspire others to do. So see you tomorrow and goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Ibina. Always the most amazing one.
Bayangkan dunia dalam satu aplikasi, memberikanmu akses lebih dekat kepada informasi terbaru dari sekitarmu hingga berita tentang dunia. memperkenalkan Tribun X, menghadirkan lokal menjadi Indonesia. Aplikasi serba bisa yang melestarikan keragaman dan kekayaan Indonesia dengan menghadirkan pengalaman lokal dari setiap sudut Indonesia. Jelajahi video dan live report dari seluruh Indonesia. Pesan tiket pertunjukan favoritmu dan dapatkan pengingat jadwal pertunjukan dari seluruh Indonesia. Berbagi konten dan membangun relasi dengan Tribun.me. Tribun X juga menyediakan fitur simpan agar berita favoritmu dapat dibaca kapan saja dan di mana saja. Menyediakan informasi terpercaya yang didukung oleh ribuan wartawan. Tribun Network, mata lokal menjangkau Indonesia.